Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've had this one for a bit. I didn't want to rush and make a video, but I also don't really need 20 minutes to cover it. So here's a quick take that took a while to get to. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this great discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Alright, enough talk. Let's get right into it. So, this electric bike showed up packed as well as any bike I have seen. After 21 years running a bike shop, I know good packaging when I see it, and this was solid. Assembly was straightforward with a few quirks. The manual could use better pictures, and you might end up ditching the front fender because mine looked off, and despite several tries, I gave up. It does not rub now, but grease the C-tube, the handlebar tube, and the pedals before you slot them in to avoid rust and seizure. The front light and fender mounts sit a little off. The bolt isn't long enough to catch both sides, so tighten the nut at the back rather than fiddling with the front bolt. When you crank it down, the bolt is just long enough. The light can sit cocked a bit, but the beam is wide, so it's not a deal breaker. My handlebars weren't perfectly true to the front wheel, so I loosened two 5mm bolts on the front fork, sighted from a seated position, and retightened. A disc brake rubbing issue popped up early, so I adjusted at the brake lever and then down at the brake itself if needed. The cable can slip, so loosen the end, clamp a touch if the rotor still drags. The C-post and handlebar clamps like to breathe if you don't snug the opposite side, thumb screw a turn or two. Pedals need a light touch too. They are reverse threaded and you don't want to over torque them. 20 to 30 pounds is plenty. If you're tall, you might rotate the controls down on the bar to line with your arms. For my wife, the stock setup was fine. The bike's weight feels heavier than the quoted figure once you count the fenders. Light and rack, and you're at about 50 pounds in practice rather than 46. I've had this bike since late October and have logged well over 1,000 miles. It feels like a great value. It goes about 20 miles per charge on throttle alone, and the 48-volt battery is removable and can be charged in or out of the bike. 2 keys and a charger with a regulator come with it. The color LCD display is a nice upgrade and readable in daylight, and the headlight doubles as a brake light. Power-wise, this electric bike hits about 20 miles per hour on throttle and will push into the 30s downhill. With surprisingly solid balance, the 2-year warranty is a real plus, and GoTrax's support has been quick with warranty parts when I needed them after a spill. The few drawbacks are real though: a less than perfect wheel size setting in the menu, which impacts the speedometer, and a folding process that scratches a bit and lacks a proper folded lock feature. Bottom line, this electric bike is a strong value for city riding and daily commuting, especially if you want something that can live in a trunk or small apartment. It's not totally hands-off, but with a little setup it delivers solid performance and dependable support. I'd recommend it with the caveats I mentioned and the understanding that your own tweaks may vary.